Okay, thank you for joining me. Just before going to the course, you know about the currency rate in Indonesia is to USD. I just check it is 300,000 rupiah.
No, sir. I think, wait, I check. So you mean say that it is going to change?
Actually, I'm not sure. When I USD to IDR is $1 should be 300,000 rupiah, Indonesian rupiah, something like that.
Sir, one USD is mm, 15,8 US dollar, 8 IDR.
Okay, so why it's showing Google show something like that? Any idea?
I don't.
Maybe Google drunk.
Yeah. So just we will back to this. This is the part of the course. It's not just throw your information. Actually, I just use the development tools in Spec and change it by myself. It's very easy. Just like that is in Spec, and you can find anything in the live and just go here, just using these tools and check this. And after that, you can change the value here. So you can put it to 0 and the people just the $1 in 0 rupiah. So I just want to show how you can maybe change the content of your browser using the element and inspect tools in the Chrome. So sometimes the people just send a screenshot, don't believe to that. So you should just refresh the page. And when you refresh the page, you can see that the real things is coming. So that is, we will back to this, to how we can find our element in our website to change the things, elements in our WordPress. By the way, guys, some of you send a very nice and work assignment to me. Thank you for who sent it on time and you're hardworking, but unfortunately, some of you didn't send, but some of you send a not very good assignment. I think it should be, how can I say this? Is maybe some repeated again and again. Is not advantage for me to if you do some good assignment. When you play and put yourself in the challenge to do an assignment, you learn many things more than this session in 2-hour session. I just design an assignment to you and put your skill in the challenge to play and working on them. And during doing the assignment, you learn many things from that. So that is the assignment is actually is the complete this path, this journey to be a perfect WordPress designer. By the way, thank you. Let's go to the session. Just let me bring it up. For who those not doing the great job, I just start from beginning. We are now in the session 5, and we had the 4 session before, and I just in a 5 minute, I will give you how you can install a WordPress, put a theme, install a plugin, and how you can change the header, footer, and everything in the plugin. Some of you using the another teams, and the teams give you an opportunity, and there is an option to using the Eliminator to edit the header and footer. Some of teams, but not all of them. But there is some plugin you can install to edit the header and footer and customize header and footer. And you may be using the different header and footer for each pages, or maybe using a different header for landing page and different header and footer for your blog. So that's option, that is many option by advantage of using the some plugin. But some teams, they have already this features and this functionality, so you can use them. The themes we used from the beginning, and I show you before, it has itself, no need for another external functionality, but it's not with the Eliminator. Inside the themes, you can customize your WordPress. Actually, I remove all things from my WordPress. Just please be careful. I show you, I think it's the last time I show you how you can install everything and do the customize a plugin. It's very fast, but you can check it and maybe you can see it. Most of the WordPress advertising is you can do your website in below 1 hour, and that is true because installing themes and plugin is just 5 minutes, and the rest maybe is 45 minutes is just your customization about your font, about your logo, about your content. So if you have a plan before, maybe you have a branding, you have about the color plate, you know about the font family and everything, the customization and working on the WordPress is very fast and should be very easy. But the designing, the layout designing is the most important, how you can arrange the elements inside inside your website. So let me start. I don't have any plugin here. You can see the plugin is nothing here, and there is no any extra themes, that just the defaults. There are four default themes here. So I want to add new themes. I can upload themes. Actually, I want to go give a one paid template is the worth, I think, is near to $50 to Yasemin, because I remember there was a competition between you, and I said if you do it faster and in the correct way, I will give you a gift. So after this session, Yasemin, please mention it. I will send you a paid Teams that there is a many functionality with that, and is if you want to buy it, is near the $50 American dollar. So that's it. But now let's back to the lesson. Add theme here, and I want to use the previous one. We just check and we use this, just install it. Okay, activate. And just when you activate, you can install the starter template. You have the starter or with the dummy content. At least you have some idea how you can design your website. So you can just install this. And you can choose each one of this template as you wish. So just the pro one is the paid, you should pay for them, but there is a free one also. I think this is free. And you can just import a single page or a full site. We are going to full site, and we accept this policy. And actually we can skip that, but it's okay. There is a skip button below, and you no need for the subscribe to that, but the address, my email address is temporary, so no need and no any concern about that. So during the starting this, I said the plugin can give you a more functionality on your website. And Eliminator, some of you, I think Reza has a paid Eliminator. Is it correct, Reza? You have Eliminator Pro, yeah? Pro?
Yes, sir. I have Elementor Pro, but I have not paid this search. I just search in internet, so I just download and using it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you have you sometimes have to update it and you cannot update. Yeah, is it correct? Or
yeah,
you
yeah,
update?
yeah, yeah, it's correct. It's correct.
Yeah, you cannot update it.
Yeah.
Actually, the issue with the paid plugin you can find free in websites. Sometimes I had the experience. You know, human is very greedy, and we are not going to pay for everything, and we want to use a freedom, the paid one. And sometimes we go to the honeypot, you know, honeypot. The people say that this is the free, is the paid version. When you install it, your whole website is broken and malicious, and there is a maybe the plugin, malicious plugin, create a backdoor in your website, and the people can take your website and hack your website and everything. But there is some way maybe you can scan the plugins, but I'm not suggesting you using the paid plugin for free from the illegal website. But there is a many plugin, as I mentioned before. You can use a free plugin to complete another plugin. For example, we are talking about the Eliminator. Eliminator free is a good, but there is some option just only in the pro version. So there is some other free plugin add-ons you can install with Eliminator free, and you have a complete, not complete, but near to the complete Eliminator Pro. So it helps us to, without paying anything, we are using the free version of the plugins, but at least we have many options and features to using that plugin. I think there is something wrong here because it should not be take time, maybe the server issue or something like that. So is maybe my internet issue. No, it's not my internet issue because it is not from my local site, but I think there is some issue in server. Maybe we try it later. By the way, when you install it, let me just close it. No need for this for now. If it's work, let's just keep continue. That's for smart. This is my black. Let me see if it's do something here. Yeah, it's coming something, but it's not completed. Starter. Okay, I think it's finished. Or maybe, yeah, it's coming. So I just back to the dashboard, and I want to add some more plugin for designing. We will talking about the other important plugin like backup plugin, optimization plugin, and security plugin in the next session. That will be very important section, because when you doing the good job in the design and everything, and you cannot protect it, or you cannot optimize your website, and your website is very slow, so whole thing is going under that. So the plugin about the security, optimization, and backupping is so important. We will talk about that in the next session. But now I just want to add some plugin here. Maybe some of you know about that. Let me just install first the Eliminator, the self. Add new. I believe you all know how you can find and evaluate a plugin. And okay, this one, you know, as I mentioned before, you should check is compatible with your version of WordPress, and it should be updated. And if you know about the plugin and you had some experience, you can install it. But if you're trying to find a new one, just check this one, the review and active installation and update it. you should not using the very old updated plugins, because some people I can create a plugin now. It's very easy. You can also, it's very easy, you can and upload it somewhere and the people find it, but maybe they are not updated and not work it and crash your website. So just recommend using the updated plugin. So I will install and activate the eliminator. So I skip this part. No need for create contact. Skip. You can create by yourself, but yeah, it's come to this part. I am going back to my website and also in the dashboard. So as I mentioned, I want to add some plugin related to Eliminator, and the widgets come to the Eliminator sidebar, so you can use them. But maybe you have already you have some suggestion and you have some plugin. Please share it with your classmate and with me also if you have find a good add-ons for Eliminator. We can share in the group, in the WhatsApp group, in chat also. By the way, I am going to Eliminator. I already used this one, the Royal Eliminator add-ons, and this one also, Premier add-ons for Eliminator and Essential. These three I used before, and you everyone, anyone, if you have some experience, please unmute yourself, and me if you have some experience on the add-ons for Eliminator, which one is very well working and there is many advantages. But as you can compare, here is the 5 million active installation. That's the main one, and this one is 1 million. And which one? This one I used before. This one is 700,000 of active installation. So I just go to this one and install this. And activate it. Okay, and there is some recommendation and said with which widget it can add to our WordPress, and is for if you want to the more, you should upgrade to the Pro version and you should pay. We are not going to that, and that's it. There is another plugin. He just advertising and suggests. We are not going to install, and is no thanks. We are not going to contribute it, as there is adding the essential add-ons here. So you have some more widget here. You can use them for Eliminator. Just I am going to maybe some pages. Let me check the one pages, and let me check if I want to show you how maybe it affects and work for our elements. So you can see the elements and widget here. Let me add with my colleague. You can see the all. Just a moment, guys. Let me make co-host my colleague here so he can control things. So you can see there is a Pro and the lock. It means you don't have access to that. There is general one, and as you can see, when we install the essential add-ons. The EA is the labeled and tagged to this one. So you have a more than free widget here, and they are a bit more, give you a bit option to play with your layout and widget. They work the same, but they are the better graphic design and better functionality. So can use them for your purpose. You can find, as I mentioned, you can add more from this, but when we are going to optimization our WordPress website, optimization means it should be very fast loading, as no any issue, and the people with the low connection internet can reach out and see what your website is fast, and is effect on your ranking in the search engine. Also, like Google, if your site is heavy and is not fast loading, the search engine not interested to your website ranked in the higher. So you should not using much plugins in your WordPress, but if you had to, so you should choose between them and choose the best one. It's complete all your functionality. By the way, as I mentioned, there is many functionality you can add with this, but this is not for today lesson. It's just from previous. Just let me show about the layout. Another things I mentioned, maybe some of you forgot, the previous version of Eliminator and the themes when you are using, they use the section, and now we are using the container. So when you just choose and select a section, there is a button, it says convert to container. It means these themes created by old version of Eliminator, and if you want to update it, and we are just install the last version of Eliminator, so it says you should convert these themes from the previous version of Eliminator with the section and inner column. You can see column, and there is inner section. If you want to convert it to the new version, you should convert one by one. So you should choose the selection, the section, and convert it. And you can see it's appear to is duplicated, but you should just only delete the top one. You can see now is container here. Let me do one more. Just select it and convert. It's duplicated. The new version is blue. This is the top version is the previous one. So you should delete the previous one. That's it. It's very easy. But if you want to use the themes, most of the themes, the free themes, they are not updated, and they created and made by the old version of the Eliminator. So when you using the template, started template from them, or maybe the paid even the paid version of themes, so they are using the old version of Eliminator. So you should just convert them to new method as a container, not the section. You can see there are the previous one section. Just click on this section, whole section, and convert it, and it duplicated, is made at the new one here, but you should remove this one. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So you can see sometimes you saw some background for or maybe for most technologic website, they are doing the IT things or technology things, they are using some fancy background. Maybe when you playing with your mouse, they are working around and you can see the line and dots. And this this option for this, you can see it said upgrade to essential add-ons, and this is this option also. And you maybe find it very useful for you, or maybe you are interested to use for your client, maybe your client asked for it. I just want to emphasize, you are not going, when you find out that functionality is, you should pay for that plugin. You are not just going and paid, or maybe just trying to find the illegal paid version of this plugin. You just thinking and searching how you can do it alternative. Find alternative plugin for that. Let me just try if we find alternative of this plugin add-ons to help us to working on that. Just go to the, let me exit from here. Leave me this page. I'm going to dashboard and plugin. I want to try to find another add-ons for Eliminator. It has that functionality. So I go to that, and this part, Eliminator. Add-ons. Eliminator is wrong. Element. Let's just that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Let me find if a better version. Is the Royal? I remember Royal, something Royal add-ons or something like that had that functionality. Royal. I think this one has that functionality, is free. Let's try. Is the Royal Eliminator add-ons? We'll check if it has that functionality. Okay, we can skip it. Okay, it has also the template kit. We are not going using that. We just want to check if it has or not. So I just going one page, the home page, and open it with the Eliminator. Mentor, and see if it has or not. Okay. So I want to do something behind this page. So it should be in the style. This is the Royal. We just installed the Royal. Let's if I need to the upgrade or not, pay or not. I think is no need. Just said you can. There is watch video for tutorial also. I think is useful if you want to know how can edit this. Let me just do it. Yeah, this work is very easy. Yeah, this is, you can apply it for your website if you need something. So the purpose of this practice, it means if you stuck on some plugin and the free version is not available, you should try and find the free, I am emphasize that the free alternative plugin. Because if some company or the developer want to pay, want to make money from that the paid plugin, another developer made it, but for another reason, so you can find it and complete your website. That's very easy. So if you're interested to do it, and there is very many options, you can create it. I think you should watch the video tutorial so you can see. I'm not going to use that. And this is also, you can see, I think it's better. You can see this one. Maybe when you just let me take this picture. So this picture, I think, is very big. Is the speed scrolling? It's when zoom. Is the parallax behind that? Oh, it should be apply, I think. Let's see. Just I want to share what is it doing. Okay, go to the preview. Is a parallax. It means your picture behind the text is just when you scroll down or scroll up. Actually, I think the zoom, but when you scroll or scroll down is movement. It has some movement. Yeah, this one. You can see when I scroll, the picture behind the background is just a bit movement. You can play it with it. I'm just showing you. I'm not going to this part. Just showing you there is many things. Maybe you find another website and you can do it by yourself by designing it. It's just like zooming, but there is a scrolling also, the scrolling option in there also. You just go to that from this style, from this part is you can zoom, is scroll, apply, update, and just after update, it should be show us. Let's refresh it. So you can see now is not zooming, just scrolling the picture behind it. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish about the Eliminator designing and the plugins about the designing here. And today we have another subject, CSS. Most of you know about the CSS. We are going to CSS and how can we using the CSS in the best way in our website, in our WordPress website development. So let's just back it. Okay, you saw that the Chrome, my Chrome, I changed the currency rate of the currency. So let's do from that part. You can see when we are trying to reach out to some website, we send a request to the server. Our server collect all the materials, code, and compile it and send to our browser. Our browser means the application or the software you are using to browse the web. There is a many browser, Firefox, Edge, IE, and Safari, Opera, many browser. The browser itself has a compiler and they receive them, and according to the request, they show us the website. The Chrome has a developer tools, and you can see easily what code is coming from the server and is compiled, and you can see something like this page. For example, as I mentioned, now you can see the currency is correct because I refresh the page, and when I refresh, the new code and the material and information and data comes from the server, not from your static browser. You can find very easily from here and go to the more tools and developer tools. When you click on developer tools, you can see there is a area for many things. There is a many tab here. There is need a more knowledge, but we are not going to all of them. We are just want to check about the style here, this tab, this sidebar, and about the elements that we are choosing and selecting to modify it in our WordPress. Okay. I remember some of you has before I started the class send me a link from a website and say there is a gap here, and I cannot find, how can I find the gap and reduce it or remove the gap? So without you have access to the background of the behind the website, you can check the design from here about the color that they are using, the code color. For example, you can see this is the code color for this website. So you can receive and you can take the color if you want the color and use on your website. Is very easily go to that part and just copy from this and put your in your website as a code if you like it. By the way, so you can easily maybe change everything from here, but this is static because you are not access to the server, but in your browser you can see that part and you can change it from yourself. I'm trying to explain it because, as I mentioned, sometimes some client or some friend without give you access say, what can I do when I want to reduce this space and or put more space here without he is using the WordPress, Wix, or maybe just coding, Python, or everything. This is about the CSS. This is about the cascade style sheets. So you can, if you know about that language, you can change the design and you can understand about the designing each website. So the CSS is help us to reduce our work to design our website. Before CSS, there is very complicated work for web developer. They should do for each website the design again and again. It means they should, if they want to change the font size for maybe for each page, they should coding them for each page individually. And there is many work to do. There was, but now using CSS help us to just one time, and we can design and apply it for whole pages, more than 1 million page. If you have it in the website, you can easily, you can change your all color in your website, maybe just put the star and the property and the value and all, that's all your website in that properties will be changed. That should be very easy. So I'm back to another example. Let me just maybe find from my example here. This is a website, is from some nonprofit organization, NGO. You can see there is a table here. A dive here is about the donation or something like that, is come to the picture here, is come to picture. So you want to find the selector of this, and you maybe try if you can put it maybe half of this. Is maybe more than that your expect is come up. So you want to put it down in this and see how can it work. Just as I mentioned, you can using 3 dot here and go to more tools here and developer tools here, but easy way is just right click here and inspect. Inspect is the same things as that developer area. So for finding the element is very important. You should select the right element you want. That's important part of modify with the selector in the CSS. If you choose a wrong element, your website is affected. Maybe you cannot see in this page, but maybe if you put maybe something more or less is affected your whole website. So you should be careful on the selector, and I will explain what is the selector and what's the structure of the inline CSS, out the external CSS and others. So by the way, I just want to show a simple explanation and a simple example for it. So I want to take this part, the container section and everything. When you compile in the server, they are converted to div or div. So you are not see the other selector, just the div here. You can see there is a many div or div here. So I want to select it. Actually, I using this and going to that part. You can see, just click on that. Just try, but I should be sure I am in the correct or not. One more, no. This one, I think this one. Let me check something here in the style sheet. I'm using the display as a property, and I want to just remove or display should be none here. Just put the none. You can see it's gone. You can see, so I'm selected the correct element, and that is so important to know we are choosing this the right selector or not. So I choose the right selector here. Is this the correct selector? Let's try the wrong selector. What happened? I just put it, maybe I use this, but when I just take it, I think it is the right one. Just display and put none. You can see it's not gone, just part of it is gone, so it's not the correct one. So as I mentioned, so I want to just maybe modify and adjust the height of this. So I just select it in the correct, as I mentioned, it should be just is not this one, should be select the correct one. I think this one is the correct. So I just put the margin from top, margin top, maybe 100 pixel. Yeah, you can see now. Just want to pick. Yeah, you can see it's just adjusted. So if you want, you can play with this, but this is from outside. Now we are going to inside our website as owner. We are not owner of this website or Google page. Just I'm showing you how you can adjust and play with the CSS. Before I'm going to that, I want to sharing a great website to learn every language about the website designing and CSS, HTML, Python, but it's very nice and very organized for beginner and for an advanced. All developer, I believe most of 99% of developer and the CSS coder or the front-end designer, they are not remember all code and all structure. They are just know how they can search and what they want, and after that they just going in the Google or another website to search what which code and which part of code can help them. You should know about the structure, about the HTML and CSS, but you are not it's not compulsory. It's not you have not remember and memorize all of them, all of the coding about them. Just if you know the structure, if you know the way you can apply the CSS code is enough. So you can very easily go to the website. There are many websites, they are generate CSS. You may be using the color, you using the shadow, using the box, everything, margin, padding, and everything. Just click and they give you a code, and you can take the code and put in your CSS in your website. Okay, let me go to this website. I think this, I already opened it here for you. Can see my screen? It's W3 School. Is very nice organized website to know about the many language, programming language, started from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, Java, and blah blah blah, to advanced one, the C++, C#, and others. So for CSS, as I mentioned earlier, CSS is language, and we are using the CSS for style and HTML document. All this, you can see the Python, Java, and CSS, they are the language programming. We can create a website with Python, but when in the server they send them data to our browser in your computer, they are create HTML. WordPress also using the PHP, but the core of the coding of the WordPress is PHP. But when you receiving the data, they are HTML. So we need to know about the CSS to styling our HTML document. So it means for all website, without thinking about they made from which language, like Python, PHP, or C# or everything, they are using CSS for styling. So that's important. We know about the CSS and how can we use the CSS. You can see there is a complete tutorial. There is for beginner, and start from here, CSS for advanced. The people who know already about the CSS, I suggest start from here. But for who don't know and know any experience about the CSS, you should start from here. And the great part of this website is you can do it by yourself, and there is a nice example and nice platform to apply your idea about the WordPress. Because as I mentioned, the skills for the WordPress and web designing is like ride a bike. You cannot just read a book and after that ride a bike. You should practice by yourself. So this area give you many option to do it by yourself. Let's do something. And also there is a quiz for after you learn, you can evaluate your knowledge and with the exercise here. So there is very nice. Just let me show how you can use this area. This is the whole complete HTML file. Start from tag HTML and end with the tag HTML. And there is a head. And from here, the head until here. This is the open tag for head, and this is the close tag for head. So we can put our style, the CSS comment and quote between the inside the head, start by tag style and end by style tag end. So there is a sentence or the structure of how you can write an CSS code. This part we are saying the properties. It means that properties you want to change, and we use a colon, and this one is value. It means you put the value for this property. So now is light blue for body and background. This is body. We are using the HTML tag for selector. We are using class, and we are using the ID for each element. Now in this, because it's the first exercise, it used just the HTML tags. Body, H1 and P, they are the HTML tags, the element. They are elements of in the HTML. But we are create our classes for CSS and our ID. We are going to that also. So let's play with this. Just I want to do it the red one. It's very easy. So just after change it is red. So you can see the effect of the affect your changes here. If you miss something, or maybe if you run, this is not applied. So you can do it again and again and again to this. There is some notification here. Okay, it's okay, bro. So so you can apply. So you know, and here they are they from here to here, actually whole of HTML, but they are code of HTML, the tags. Most of you know about that, but don't worry if you don't know about HTML and interested. There is a very complete lesson and tutorial for HTML also. They show you how you structure a HTML file and how can use HTML. But for WordPress, we are not going to learn it, and it's not very necessary for us. We just should know about that part I said about maybe the tags, the selector, which element you should select, and about the properties is color is now is properties, and the white is value, and a structure. It should be start with the curly brackets, something like that, and this each comment and each section should be end with semicolon, and others should be separated with semicolon, and the end of the end code related to it should be between the curly brackets for each part. So you can apply it with yourself and do it by yourself and study. We are going to the break as requested my colleagues, so we can go to the break now for 10 minutes. Please back on time. And if you want to play with it, you can easily find it w3schools.com and play with it. After this, we are going to the WordPress and using some CSS code to change something inside our WordPress. Any question, by the way, if you have, please ask me now. And if not, we are going to the break.
No questions, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Sir, excuse me, I
Yes.
have a question.
Sure.
Should we open this from WordPress, or this another website?
This is another website to help you to practice about the languages, about the HTML, CSS. Let me share this in the chat box with you. This is going to directly to the CSS part, so you can do it by yourself.
That sounds cool.
Okay, Yes, the moment. Got those. I'm not sure where I can send to all is direct message in Zoom. So there is no option. Oh, meeting group chat. Find it. This one. This you can use this for the exercise and your improve your skill about the CSS. Okay, guys, please back on 4:15 is okay. Please back on 4:15. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, let me share again. With this one, this one, this one, and this. Okay, we are where we are. Okay, welcome back, guys. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ready.
Okay, thank you so much. So now we are going to change the CSS style sheet. As I mentioned, the CSS help all to design our website. Previously, for WordPress, we just using the default page builder in the WordPress, and there is a very limitation in the design for maybe padding, margin, coloring, and everything. But nowadays, Eliminator and other page builder inside has a many option. So you are not going to the using the coding with the CSS. You can easily find the element inside your website, and you can just using from the Eliminator adjustment, so you can create it. But sometimes there is no any chance to find that element, or just a moment, element, or you cannot there is no any option to change that element color, or maybe design that element. For example, let me share if I can find example here. Let's go first for how we can do it. We did it many times in in the previous assignment and Word. So just easily go here, and many things is coming. Style is available. You can change everything from designing this button here, from the font typography, from text shadow, from most hour or normal, from the background, text color, everything possible, padding, and also here you can find margin, padding, width, and designing. And you can assign some CSS ID and CSS class to this this button. I will talk about it also, but there is no need, and for we find it in the element, and we coding for change it. So nowadays the page builder help us to design our website very easily. No need to know about the CSS coding. But as a professional, as you want to do everything in your website as a designer, and your customer say want to a unique website, unique design, so you want to put all ability and put your skill on the website as an expert to achieve the unique website. So you have to know about the CSS and how can you apply CSS in your website. So I'll show you how can in Eliminator there is anything is possible if you're using the header and builder page from using Eliminator in all possible for here. By the way, you find these themes, I'm using that, is very useful, but these themes doesn't have any option. I can adjust and design my header, my menu. So I want to apply my CSS without using the Eliminator or any plugin to this part of the website that are not in the Eliminator. You cannot find it in the Eliminator because of theme. Most of the theme support the header and footer builder, and you can do it easily, but some of them you cannot. And there is many, sometimes it's happened to you cannot find the option to design with the Eliminator or any plugin. So we are going to using the CSS code. So where we can find where we can put the CSS code in our website, So I'm going to the, just a moment, I'm going to the dashboard. Where is it? And go exit from this and go to the dashboard. You can find it easily in appearance below the themes in customize, where we customize our website. This option, additional CSS, where we can add additional CSS to website. Let's put ourselves in a challenge so we can do it together and find it how we can add some CSS here, and where we can put some code for changing something here that we cannot touch in Eliminator. By the way, guys, maybe you remember I said we should using the child theme for WordPress. When we decided which theme is good for us, we should create the child theme and use that child theme as active themes, because when the owner or developer as a team trying to update it and upgrade their theme, is affected your website. If you create a child theme, this part, it should be safe. It means if you are not using the child theme and do something coding here, and you didn't didn't use the child theme, all your additional CSS is gone. Maybe if you put some PHP code in the function.php in your WordPress, they are gone also. So I just recommended, when you decided and you finished searching about your theme, is the finalized the theme, after that you should go to create a child theme and active the child theme and do your design on the child theme. Let's start here. Okay, let's give a challenge. So there is one button here, is get a price. I want to do some another button. It is just a link, menu link. I want to create this one like a button. Maybe so you saw some website has a donation button, or buy now or something like that, is assessed, is emphasize the website. So I want to put some border here, and I want to سلام در ببند تو بردم درس میکنم. Thank you. And I want to put some border and maybe change the color for this. So the first thing, I should find what address of this element, what selector of this element. For this reason, as I mentioned, just right click here and inspect and find the selector. This is a selector for this. Let me move the zoom size from here. Okay, this is the selector. For select this, find this, we are not going to as a before, we are not going to change things here because it's just temporary. This is temporary just for testing things, not apply in your your server, and not apply for your visitor and client. It's just temporary. If you refresh the page, it's gone and receive the new one. So you should just find the selector from here and right click and copy. We should copy this selector. Okay, got it? And after that, we should put this selector here. This is a selector. I will talking about the selector now, because this time is a proper time for we are talking about the selector in the CSS. So you can see there is a hash or pound sign or hash tag or hash everything and the name of this. If you see some selector has this pound sign or hash sign, it means is using the ID. Is the specific for a one item, is not affected any item in your website. It means this is only for this element, this side, unique for this. You can see menu item number 3 is for this. If I choose another one, let me just using from here, the selector, I'm using this one and select this. Oh, sorry. I want to choose this and right click, copy selector. Let me just compare. You can see this is number 29. So it means it's not affected if you do anything on this element, is not affected the other element in your website, is unique for that. But if I just remove this part and using the A for the link for website, for your website, if you maybe just using the A, all your link in website affected if you do something with this. For example, let's try color, maybe if it's work red, and let me check. I put the important for this. You can see all A property is changes in whole your website. You can see this is the link also, and all the link, this is the link, all change in whole your website. So A, let me do it the P means for paragraph. Yeah, you can see the all paragraph, they are paragraph, is changed to the red one. So for HTML tags, if you apply some CSS code for HTML tags, all pages in your website with that element is affected by that CSS code. For example, H1, let's try H1, heading 1. You can see the heading 1, if there is heading 1, just one heading 1, there is no more, is change. If changing to heading 2 is changing, there is more heading 2 using this page. So that's different between the HTML tag for applying the CSS as a property, as a declaration, and ID with the hash for just one. There is another selector. It means it names is a class. Class start with the dot, with the point. Let's find some class here and change the class. If what happened if we change a class, not change just a one ID, one unique things. I think this is the main navigation. Let's just keep it. If it's work, I put this. Let's try what happened here. Is one extra. This class is not for because there is a many other is overwriting, so the class is different. Actually, we can do it. Let me try in for simplify things. Let's try in here. Let me find the selector for you. This one selector. Open in tab, new tab. So this is, as I mentioned, is the P element is affected whole P. This is for ID, is start with the hash, and there is for class. If you define a class and use the class for other, is affected whole classes in your website. Class what's the difference between the class and between the ID? ID is unique. Class is the for whole element have that classes, and the tag like P and H1 is for all tags. But sometimes you need give a more than one effect, so you are using the class for that. The best example we can try here with ourselves about find what's different between the class and between the other things. There is just for a class. You can see between the tag style until here, it's defined a class P dot center. It means the classes with the P and the element, the P element with the class center should be, the text align should be center and color red. Why this one is not red? Because it's used H1, not the P. Is using the same class. You can see the H1 using the same class, but we define just the classes with the P element should be red one. If we say we can do it for, let me just try do it for H1 also. Just copy this one and paste, and I define for H1 also do it the same. Now run the code and you can see the H1 also go to the center and should be red. You can do it different. Maybe you put another color for this and run it. So you can play with the classes to modify and adjust your designing. That's important. You know, we have three different selector. One is the whole elements for HTML like P, A, H1, and another one for unique ID. Start with the hash. Let me show you. You can see here. You can put any name for that. Here is the just example is para1, is maybe paragraph or anything, and he put some value for that to change that hashtags and use that class, that ID here. You should say this paragraph with ID para1, it's take this design from the style and CSS above. So hello world should be in the center and the red. You can play it with yourself, and this is part of your assignment for the next week. So you can do it by yourself and go to the website and do many practice with that. Let's back to our customization and our goal. Our client asked us for do some border around the content and maybe change the color for that. Okay, we are going to that now. So as I mentioned, first I should select it and find the selector of this is open already. Inspector is already open, so I just take this pointer and go here and just click on it. You can see this is highlighted. Right click on highlighted and go to the copy and copy selector here, this one, and open and close. Now I'm using something, I'm putting something, some border for that. So for border, just start border like this and put it as a solid. It means just a line. You can see, and with the semicolon should be end. Now you have is like a border. So, but we need maybe some like this. There is some radius, so we can do it. So we put the border. Okay, sorry. Border radius or border radius. And if I put the 20 pixel, maybe is enough or not, is depend your design, you can. But there is a one thing I want to mention here. If you put the one number for this this property is applied for top, left, right, top, and down. But if you put the 2, like 10 pixel, you can see just this one and this one, the top, this one and this one is 10, and this one and this one is 20. It's different. So you can find how you can design it. So I'm going to next one. I want to, this one should be 0 pixel. Not in this, not 0 pixel. And this one is maybe 20 pixel. Okay. I did the words. Okay, let's from that side. So actually this should be, I think I want to the same as this. So this side should be 20. No, this should be 0. Okay. And this one should be 10. And all of them should be a bit more. Let me do it 30 and 30. And this is should be 30. Something like that. We are not going the exact thing, but you know, you can see that is affected immediately, and you can see how you can just do your own design, your website. So you can find the many different options for this. For example, if you want color it, let me try to color the border first. Let me color the background first. Background color. Background color here. Put the. I want to check the exact color of this. As I mentioned, you can find it very easily. Just select it, back to it, and you can find it. You can see this is the background is 00 B2 D4. But if you want to just copy this, just click it. You can see here. This is the for background, and you can copy, Control-C, and put it as a background for your website. Now you are not going to using maybe the border, so you want to let me just the border, it should be none, and nothing or none is, I think is okay. No need for the border. So just one thing is a challenge for you. I give you I think 5 minutes is enough. Please do the text, this text white. Yeah, open your WordPress and go to the customize, and go to the CSS additional, and just find this, and just if you can do it, all of this is okay. But your practice, your exercise is you should change this color. The content should be white. Please do it.
Excuse me, sir. Should we try on Eliminator?
No, not from Eliminator, from the additional CSS in your main theme, as I did. If you want, I will show you again how you can find it. Just go to the appearance. See, Qudus, let me close this.
Yeah.
Please check. Go to the Where is it? Appearance, go to customize. They are the same. All themes has the customize, and here additional CSS. You can go to additional CSS, find this like this, inspect, and just change the color of this. Please let me know if some of you did it already. Are you with me or just me and Quddus is?
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir. We have. I don't have this
Okay,
thing. So what should
for
I?
any menu,
Okay.
just go to the menu and select one of the menu, the element, and change the color. That's it. No need the same things as I did in the website. The approach and the way is important.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Excuse me, sir. After we customize, we should use additional CSS.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Quddus, for asking. Yeah, go to the additional CSS, and after that, you should right-click on that element you want to change, and choose the I think in the Windows is the last one. In inspect, I think is the last option. Let me just check. For me, I think always is the last option is inspect.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah. By the way, sometimes is appear is sidebar. Let me show you how you can adjust it for the top, or from here you can adjust it. It should be here, this one, but for me the below one is better, so I just change it to this one. But sometimes is as a sidebar, left or right sidebar comes, but the below I think is better for better control and better view. Did you guys something or not? Anybody?
Yes, yes, I did, Sir Mubin.
Okay, great. Thank you, Said. It's very easy. Just as a practice, I want to make sure we are in the same page with you, or you maybe some napping behind your computer, front of your computer. You are, yeah, this is the morning in the Friday, so you watched many movie last night, so now it's very sleepy.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
We should change the color of content, right?
Yes, from content, any of these elements if you want. But if you have a content, you can please change the content. I already did. If you, as a trick, you can see my screen. So you can see what property I change it. It's color. If you change the color, color means the color of that property. A is the text, so the color of the text, I change it to white. That's it. Who is volunteer to share a screen and show how he did or she did this procedure, this work?
Sir, actually for
I
me,
can.
I have stuck in my style preview. I cannot check it.
Sorry, come again?
I said about my inspect, I did, but I cannot see my styles for cutting. I mean,
Cannot see what? Sorry. Can you share your
style.
screen?
Okay, let me check.
Thank you. Let me make you as co-host. Okay, go ahead. Let me stop my sharing.
So I mean this one.
Okay,
I cannot see the coding style.
you can see the coding style.
Yes.
So you are in your WP admin. Can you go to the customization? Now you are, yeah, okay. You are in customization.
Yes.
So you are in the mobile, I think, view. Can you click on and go to the desktop? Yeah, desktop view. And put it the below the page. Put your all code in the below the page. Just click on the three dot. Click on the three dot. Okay. And the second one is better. You can see everything. Okay. So select that content. Which one you want to choose? Which one? Not from here. You should now is inspect is okay, but you can use that arrow in the right, in the left corner. Yeah, that's one. No, not this. For as I shared with you, but it's okay. You find the selector. Okay, so you want to change it. Which one? The click here. You want to change the button?
Yes.
Okay, so select it. You just click on it. You should be select it by, but you can do it again and again with inspect, but it's better if you're using the selector near to the element you change the mobile view or desktop view in the left corner. No, this side in the left corner, left, come left. Yeah, this one. This is the selector. You can use this. Yeah. And now right click on that. Please right click on the, not here, right click on the select in between. You didn't watch my session.
Yes, actually, I had I had another class orientation that was so important. So I had to join two classes at time at 10 o'clock. So because of that, I couldn't catch up.
Okay, it's okay. So just right click on the, yeah, here, right click, go to copy. Selector, copy selector. Okay, and paste in that area. Hopefully you get the right one, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is okay. Just put some value, maybe the color or something that, or maybe just display none. Put the display none if your the button is gone or not. Open the curly brackets that here, type that curly bracket.
So can I just watch the recording the next?
Okay, Hussein, can you share your screen, please, and show you the others? It's okay, Yasemin. That's the issue we have. We want to take many watermelon with one hand, Yasemin.
Which
Yes,
Hussein,
sir.
sir?
That's so hard.
So because I had like it was my first time. The orientation is just today, and the class will start at afternoon. So it was the tough time to manage two classes.
That's okay. Hussein, do you want to share your screen and
Which
say
Hussein, sir?
Hussein Khalili? I
Me?
think he did
Oh,
sooner.
yeah, yes, I can. Yes, I
Okay,
can.
please. Let me make you as a co-host so you can share your screen. Now, Yasemin, please just watch. This is very short. Yeah, maybe because it's very basic and very easy to. Okay, go ahead.
Should I from the start, sir?
Yeah, please do it from the
Should I
start.
change the Facebook? Okay,
Yeah,
for the Twitter example, we right click and inspect. Then we copy the code, right click, copy selector. Then we go back to CSS, we close this one, we can close or no, it's up to us.
yeah.
For example, we paste it, then we open a bracket. For example, it's up to us. For example, I can change the color first. The color can be same as Facebook blue. Sorry, it's a hit. Blue, then I added
Can
this.
you put the border, border with the radius? Put some border
Okay.
on that. Yeah.
Okay, the border, for example, can be 10 pixel. That's just an example.
Okay. That's
Then
good.
the border radius. Border radius. Border radius with, sorry?
Yeah. Border radius. Border type border. No, just put the line. Yeah.
Line.
R radius. RA.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem. After 10 pixel, you should put the semicolon, not the colon.
Oh yes, that's why.
That
Okay.
is not coming. The border.
Yeah.
It should be careful about now. Border. Yeah. Border line radius line. Right. Yeah. This one. Put the put the colon. Yeah. It's maybe 10 pixel, 20 pixel.
10 pixel.
But you didn't the border the type of the border. You should the border is solid or dots or anything. Before you border 10 pixel, put the instead the 10 pixel, put the solid. It means that it should be the line solid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it. And put the semicolon after 10 pixel, not the comma. If you want to 4, no need anything. But if you is then after 10 pixel, then
After-
the last line. It should be semicolon, yeah.
Wait a
Dot
minute,
and
yes.
colon. Yeah, it's semicolon, like you put in the solid. No, semicolon. No, the solid. Near to solid,
this.
after the solid. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This is done.
Yeah.
Okay. We have. Thank you so much, Hussein, for this.
Yeah.
Let me just show you one more important things about the CSS. As I mentioned, CSS is a language. We are not going to learn, and we cannot learn it in the 1-2 session or something like that. We just is an introduction for CSS. Just I want to share important things. Is very helpful for CSS. Just share my screen. Let me share my screen here. This one, and thank you. This, and this. Okay. Okay, let's back to the Chrome. There is Chrome. Yeah, this is the Chrome, and this one. So you can see that we change all of things here, but our client said, I'm not maybe in other view in the tablet. There is another thing. Let me just change something we can see in the both. Let me do it, changing the color base cleaning service here. Before I'm going to that, you can see when you are doing the practice, I put some line here. This is just description and is not affected your website. This is for your guidance. If you do many CSS and you are not using this description, you will be in the trouble and you cannot find your code for each part. So you can explain each part of your code for what reason you did it, and this is very useful for organize your codes. So I'm going to change the maybe heading, just something like that, just explanation for myself, and select this one very fast, inspect, and I'm going to, that's very annoying, the zoom bar. Yeah, this one, copy, and just copy selector. I'm doing it again and again so you can just watch. There is a very long selector, is okay. By the way, I change the color and put the red one. Okay, that's it. So this is we change the color for this, but there is a request from client or for design. We are not showing the same thing in the big and large screen and a small screen. It means our design should be different between the large screen or small screen. What should we do? There is many option in Elementor. As I mentioned, Elementor can help doing the work for CSS very easy, but sometimes there is not option. So we can use other code for this. I just show you where you can find the code. Is about the media only screen. It means media query can help you. Is the different view in your website. Is for web design responsively and response your website. So that is for advanced people, advanced developer. They want to maybe show something like different in the website or in the mobile view, or remove some element and didn't show some element in that. So let me just copy this, Control-C, and back to my website and put the control. So this said, let me just, I want to apply it for this. So I'm not going to background color light blue for body. So I'm bring it back from here and put whole thing, this one, Control-X, and put here. So is work for website. It says media only screen and maximum weight is 600. It means if my screen be below 600, until 600 you do this. It means if I'm checking this website from the small screen, do this one, do the red color for the screen. But for big screen, do it the previous one, the main one. Got it, guys? I think a bit complicated, but if you try at least one or two more by yourself, you will understand about what kind of technique there is. For example, let's go to another example. Let's check here. I want to remove this button, our best offer. There is two button near to and we are not going to have this in the small screen. In the big screen is okay, it's very nice design. But in the small screen, we are not going see this one. So I want to change it to just see the visitor in the small screen, see the one of them, this one that take our services, not our best offer. So I'm go back here and just inspect this and copy selector, okay, and put in that area. We can do it for here, for both, for two or many, no need for another media only. You can put all your media only in one tag. I'm closing it so it should be clear. I put it here and I using display none. Oh, is just let's display none and semicolon. Now, no any changes here, you can see. But if you go to the small version, no any button here, just one. Any question? Are you got it or not? If not, I do it for one more element. Got it, guys?
Yes.
Got it.
Sir.
Just
One
need
more.
practice.
Okay, just one more. Let me go to the website. Yeah, there is a nice design here. So I can see there is maybe three elements, three services here. But when clients say, when I am scrolling in the mobile, is very, very long and is not very attractive. So maybe you bring out one of this picture. This picture, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see many pictures here. He's asking me, I'm not showing this all picture or maybe one of them in this in the mobile view. So I want to take it from the mobile view. This grandpa with the vacuum. So I go back to website. I'm trying to find this. I think this one. Yeah. So I right click. I will find it in the inspect. This is inspect. I just click it and copy the selector and back to here. After this, I paste the selector. I open the coding and display should be display none. Should be display none and semicolon. Now is not affected in your website here. Yeah, you can see this bakalla here, but when we go to here, it should be disappear from this. Yeah, you can see no any buckle here. So it's very easy to maybe adjust them, but I'm not recommend you do many code and put many additional CSS. Is not good for optimization, your website loading and everything, because there is very easy, you can handle it in the Eliminator. When you cannot find this ability and this functionality in Eliminator, this is the last option for you to do it. Let me show you how you can do it in Eliminator. It's very easy now, but is this from before? Okay. All page. So I'm going to the Eliminator now. I just want to show that all things I said is very easy with the click, just one click, no need any Eliminator or something like that. For example, we are going to disappear this from our website, just click it. And from the style maybe, or no, from advanced, you can see this is the responsive. In the responsive area, you can see it's very easy. Hide on desktop, hide on the tablet, hide on mobile. So you are not going to see in the tablet and mobile, and we'll check here from the top. Yeah, just you can see because you are in the back end, but you can gray. Yeah, it means if you in the real, when you in your the view mode, there is not appear for the mobile view. That's very easy, but some case you are not finding it, or many difficulty, or from the special purpose you are going to use that that way I said you in CSS, additional CSS. That's it for today, guys. Your assignment will be all on CSS. I will share your assignment tonight or during this day for you, maybe tonight for me, and hopefully it will help you to do a great design. And you as a web designer, the WordPress designer is front end designer. It means you are not going to coding. You are non-code designer and developer, but sometimes you should know a little about the coding, about the PHP, about the HTML, about the CSS to handle everything in your designing. That's my class and session today. Please, if you have any question, ask me. And the others, if you have an urgent task or another class, you can leave, but anybody can stay and in the question and answer and question section attend. Yeah, let me stop sharing. And if you have any question, please ask.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Stop recording.